Okay, and namaste. I'm back again, and I'm going to continue with the Rahu Ketu part 2 today. Today is 26th of October 2017, and the most important transit in last 2.5 years' time, rather 3 years' time, that is Saturn transit, is happening today, and I am continuing with Rahu Ketu transit part 2. It is very important to understand why this timing, because if you need to understand Saturn, you need to understand Rahu Ketu first, because understand what is Rahu and Ketu. Rahu is neither the day nor the night. Ketu is neither the night nor the day. After sunset, 2 hours, it is Sandhya Kal or the evening time. It is not complete day, it is not complete night. Before the sunrise, 2 hours, it is morning Sandhya Kal. Yeah, we say V hours. So it is morning Sandhya. It is neither the night nor the day. So these are the timings when Rahu and Ketu are fully operational and powerful. That's why all the sadhanas, meditation, kriyas happen in Sandhya Kal. Yeah, in these times, either the evening Sandhya or the morning Sandhya. So it is very, and why it is important? Because Saturn is what? Shanidev is nothing but the night. Saturn is nothing but the night. Sun is the day, Saturn is the night. Correct? And Rahu Ketu are the points where day ends and night begins, where night ends and day begins. Yeah, so the evening Sandhya is Rahu, the morning Sandhya, the V hours in the morning, that is Ketu, and between Rahu and Ketu, Saturn is there, between Rahu and Ketu, Sun is there. Yeah, even if we can say that the sun or the day lies between Ketu and Rahu, and the night lies between Rahu and Ketu. Yeah. So if you need to understand Saturn, Rahu Ketu is very important. Okay. So let's continue and understand what are the impacts of this Rahu Ketu transit for the rest of the 6 Rashis. So today I'm going to cover from Tula or Libra to Pisces or Meena Rashi, all the remaining 6 signs. Okay, let me share the screen with you people. Okay. So this is my blog where I have continued with Rahu Ketu transit part 2. Okay, from Aries to Virgo or Mesh to Kanya, if you people want to read the predictions for you people, then you can click here. The link is given here. I hope all of you are able to see the uh, page. The screen share is working properly. Okay. Uh, so let's understand Tula or Libra. So Tula or Libra, moon sign or ascendant sign. Now for Tula people or Libra people, Rahu is in 10th house and Ketu is in 4th house. Okay, so I'm saying here it's all about working with foreigners in foreign land, with distant people, with other society, ethnicity people. Yeah, Rahu is in 10th house. So sitting at your home, you can mint money from foreign connections, from foreigners, from foreign business ventures, or anything, whatever you are doing. Just try to expand your links to distant people, to foreigners, connect, foreign people, and you will mint money. Take my word, you will mint money. It is a miraculous position. Rahu in 10th house is amazing. Yeah. It's a great moment of your life as you will spread your wings to global level. You will come out of your cocoon and think big as far as your job, career, profession, or business is concerned. Sitting at one place, maybe at the comforts of your home or office, you will mint money from across the globe. Yes, that's true. So you will do networking with international people, go online, have an online portal, and deal with international clients or service providers, and will get huge amounts of money. Yeah, this 10th house Rahu is amazing. An interesting real life event which I want to narrate here. It is as follows. I teach astrology as well. So right from local students to international students, everybody uh, is there in my student list. I have a local client from Mumbai. He's a doctor, 55 years old doctor. He is having his practice in a suburb of Mumbai, and he couple of years back he approached me, and I saw that Rahu was just did a transit, and in his Kundali Rahu was transiting from his 10th house. So I told him that you are going to mint money from foreign connections. So align yourself to some body which is working with foreigners. Now, this doctor student of mine, uh, he was stationed at one place. He was having his clinic at one place. His entire 30 years practice was there from that one single place. And he asked me, sir, it is not possible for me to leave my clinic and go and approach some MNC or some foreign company and to work with them. I don't know how I'm going to align myself with foreign work. I told him, don't you worry, just keep your ear and eyes open. If some opportunity comes, just tap it. Yeah? Don't waste that opportunity. And one fine day, he just calls me and tells me, sir, there is some empanelment is happening uh, of doctors with UAE, Dubai consulate, uh, United Arab Emirates consulate, and they need some doctors to be paneled with them for issuing medical or health certificates to the labor or the people who are going from India to Dubai for some other kind of works. Naturally, you need health certificates to submit at the visa office before the visa officer can stamp your work visa. So he applied there, and miraculously he got selected. And the fees for one health certificate, checking all urine, stool, blood, and number of other tests. So all those tests per person, the cost was 7,000 rupees. So 7,000 rupees is a little bit more than $100, and this guy, once got empaneled, he started getting people from the consulate, and to his surprise, every day he was doing tests of minimum 25, 50, 100 people. There was a huge queue in front of his clinic just for health certificates. And just imagine how much is the money. So 7,000 into 100 patient per day. Oh, it's going to be huge. And he mint though that kind of money every day uh, for more than a year's time in that Rahu transit from 10th house. So that is the miracles of 10th house Rahu. Just see what are the opportunities in front of you. Is there any way where you can align yourself with some or the other kind of foreign company, foreign consulate, or foreign delegates, or foreign people, or selling your products online, some way or the other? Just align yourself to international audience and see the miracle. Yeah, it's my word. You will be surprised by seeing the result. Okay, so that is it. So go on, dear. Your father will also have good days in his personal life if you do not have any malefic planet in the 10th house or Karka Rashi. Mother's well-being is in question, so take care of hers. The 10th house Rahu is good for father, uh, but you shouldn't have any malefic planet like Saturn, Mars, Sun, natal Rahu, Ketu in the 10th house. Yeah? If that condition is fulfilled, then your father will also be a very happy man for next 18 months. Since Ketu is transiting from the 4th house, it is not good for your mother. Check it out whether you have any malefic planets in the 4th house. If you have Saturn, Mars, Sun, natal Rahu, Ketu in the 4th house, then your mother's well-being and longevity is at stake. Yeah, you be better cautious and take care of your mother's well-being. Okay. Um, okay. So the domestic safety is also very important. Do not invest in properties or home, land, etc., and go easy on disputes related to your existing properties. Keep an eye on who is coming in your home, etc., or check documents and do police verification of your domestic staff at some wrong incident like stealing, robbery, stabbing, attack on family members is possible. Fourth house Ketu, all those kinds of things are possible. Have a safety door created for your main door, as no one should be able to forcefully enter the house once the door is open. If possible, have a CCTV camera installed at least on the main door to monitor the visitor activity. If you have only elderly people or children at home, once you are out for work, then it is more advisable as some wrong event uh, cannot be ruled out. Yeah, something or the other eerie can happen in next 18 months within your house. Yeah. Uh, okay. Check the gas connections, electrical fittings, and electrical appliances, as some accidents, fire, etc., can damage the house. Yeah, short circuits, gas leakage. Just have do the maintenance properly. Be cautious on those front. Yeah, precaution is better. The same applies to your vehicles. Check all your vehicles thoroughly before you travel anywhere. Check the driver's state, emotional, mental state of the driver as well. Do not blindly trust the driver and keep monitoring him, as accidents should not do any irreversible damage to you and your family. If you are a heart patient, then better take care of your heart. If you're a smoker, drinker, then be cautious. Chest infections, heart ailments are all possible in this span. Prevention is better than cure, so be alert on health levels. So far so good. Yeah. So your heart, your domestic uh, security is very important. Yeah, fourth house Ketu is problem. Yeah, remember Mahatma Gandhi, he was having Ketu in the fourth house. He got killed by 3 bullets on his chest. Yeah, Ketu in the fourth house. So heart, chest, lungs, domestic security, security of your mother, motherly figures, very very important. Uh, but what is good about this transit for you Tula people is that 10th house Rahu. My goodness, you are going to earn huge amount of money from your foreign connections. Yeah. If you want to plan something, please go ahead. Do not wait. The time is fertile, so don't waste time and plan something which can align you with foreigners. Okay, so this is a brief reading for you. Uh, you can book a personalized reading if you want to go for a detailed reading of your own horoscope or Kundali. Okay, moving on to Wrishik, Scorpio. What is happening with Scorpio or Wrishik ascendant or moon sign people, Lagna or Chandra Rashi people, Wrishik or Scorpio. Rahu is in ninth house and Ketu is in third house. So, okay, Scorpions, it is your time to mingle with the Dharma, religion, and spirituality for next 18 months. Okay, so it is going to be Dharma, religion, spirituality, and everything related to that. Before I get into it, let me assure you that professionally you will be well off, no issues. Yes, some financial corrections, taxations, legalities will be there. You might not get your dues, etc., on time, and financial crunch will be felt to some extent. Work will flow nicely for sure. Yeah. What is interesting about this transit is the religious and spiritual tone of it. You will get different ideas about religious practices, spiritual discourses, will feel to dive deep yourself in this eternal ocean of spirituality and religious practices. You yourself will start uh, practicing spirituality or religious activity, will have strong opinions about the same, will get enthralled by the idea that some people even agree to your so-called wisdom in these areas. You will try to go further and create something for you, will visit distant holy places, will perform religious activities, will meet many personalities from this field. So till here it is all great, goody goody, right? But what is important to understand here is this is a phase of 18 months. Unless and until you have a strong yoga to be in the religion and spirituality arena, I will advise stay away from it. Yes, I mean it. Uh, as this temporary phase of 18 months should not spoil your entire career and profession. Rahu gives weird ideas, concepts, and tempts a person to explore this field. But if your individual Kundali does not have that kind of yogas, you will be completely spoiled and lost in this huge area of adhyatma or spirituality. But if you are serious or seriously have some great yogas in your, okay, but if you are seriously having some great yogas in your Kundali, blessings of Gurudev of planet Jupiter, then this is the phase to take full advantage of this yoga and dive deep in this area of life without any hitch or glitch. So check your Kundali horoscope first. Your coupons siblings will suffer like anything in this phase in their professional as well as personal lives. This is a time of immoral activities with your coupon siblings. Okay, this is the time of immoral activity with your coupons spouse or the sibling of your spouse. Yeah, it is like, wife's sister or sister's husband. Yeah, something like that. So just be careful in dealing with these those relationship. If you are a woman, uh, you can mingle with your husband's brother or your sister's husband. If you are a man, you can get into immoral relationship with your wife's sister or your brother's wife. Yeah, so it's a kind of incest activity. So it is not advisable. Just watch your behavior. It is not good. You will be spoiling two, three families. Yeah? So don't you dare to get on that path. Okay. So that is it. Then, okay. Be careful in travel as theft, robbery, sudden illness can spoil the happiness of your travel. This is certainly a good phase for overseas travel, foreign settlement, etc. So if you are planning something like that, just go on without any second thought. Okay, so good phase for overseas travel. Want to go, go, but just see to it that some robbery, some theft, some illness should not spoil your foreign travel. Most important is, do not create animosity with your guru, guide, philosopher, astrologer, pandit, or purohit. It can turn out to be faithful, as these gurus can do irreversible damage to you by their vidya or shastra. Yeah, so you should never ever mess with your guru. Yeah, see, there is an entire Guru Gita which Lord Shiva narrates to Parvati uh, in the praise of Guru. Yeah, and there is a doha also. Guru Govind dono khade, lago kiske पाए बलिहारी गोविंद कहे ना कोई गुरु समान, something like this. But what is important here to understand is, one should not ever mess with the gurus, because see, in that doha, the Lord, the Parmeshwara, the God himself saying, he, if I am angry on the devotee, Guru can save. Guru can save the devotee. But if Guru is angry, then even God will not save that person. Because Gurus are Guru because they are blessed with some or the other kind of Vidya, Siddhi, yeah, some or the other kind of huge thing from the Shastra. And as they can bless you and show you the right direction, as well as create a wonderful life out of you with success and happiness. But if you mess with them, they can mess with you, your life, and you will not be able to understand also if what happened with me, why suddenly I'm not doing well, why suddenly there are problems. Yeah, because gurus can do a number of wrongs with you, and they do. Yeah, there are uh, some angry gurus like Jamadagni, yeah, in the Shastra. So you should always see to it that no matter what is the condition, the guru is always happy. Yeah. So never ever mess with the guru. So be nice with your guru, guide, philosopher, astrologer, pandit, purohit, and take their blessings. Yeah. Don't provoke them to do something wrong with you. Okay. One more and last important thing which needs to be mentioned here is, if your individual personal Kundali horoscope is weak, you might have the risk of changing your religion, converting to other religion. Hence, beware, be rational. It is not an issue to change religion, follow any other religion or sect, but you need to do that on logical grounds and not on emotional pull, right? Ninth house Rahu, and if there are some wrong combination in ninth house, people change their religion, people follow some different sect. Suppose you are Christian, you might convert to Hinduism. There is nothing wrong. Every religion is having, something good to learn. But whatever the conversion is happening, it should happen by logic, with your complete senses working fine. It should not be just an emotional pull, right? So take care, take care. Uh, and conversion is a huge business across the globe. Yeah. So follow whatever practices you're following, follow whatever religion you're following. If you want to change your religion, go ahead, do that. But do with complete conviction and not just based on only emotional pull. Okay, so mm, okay, so explore your life. Yeah. So it is all about religion, spirituality, dharma. Yeah. So make a good choice if you at all want to make a choice of religion. Okay, and same thing, you can also learn some Vedic wisdom shastra like astrology, numerology, palmistry, or you can learn feng shui or hypnotism or some magic course or something like that. Because ninth house Rahu is good for all those things. So if you want to learn those things, learn, but just don't get carried away. Okay, so that is it. And for personal readings, you can always write to me. Moving on to Dhanu Rashi, Sagittarius, Rahu in 8,000, Ketu in second house. Okay, so it is your turn to understand why the things happening with you the way they are happening. This is a time to dive deep into occult, spirituality, astrology, and other strong sciences which looks into the unknown. I'm sure you must have met some psychic, some occultist, some astrologer, or some guru up till now. If not, you will meet them very soon. This is the time to find the answers for you by yourself, by directly getting associated with these masters of secret, sacred knowledge. You will not hesitate to spend a few thousand rupees or a few $100 to meet an astrologer or a guru or even an occultist. Nothing wrong in that. From eternity, man wanted to know what is in store for him or her and explore the sacred wisdom for the same. And this is a time where you seriously need to uh, do some divine, you seriously need some divine intervention and some help from these masters. Okay, so go on. This is your quest to understand and okay, so this is your quest to understand the unknown, and I'm sure you people will understand a lot in next 18 months and will get the benefits by this journey of yours into the unknown. This kind of Rahu will take you very deep into these fields of unknown, and you will certainly find a gem, a technique, a mantra, or a kriya which can open the doors for you. On material plane, you will get easy money, others' money. If you are a smart fellow, then you can create some massive wealth by mass-based schemes, ventures, etc. But be cautious here. You are entitled to get easy money out of the people's pocket, but deliver the promises you will make to people. Deliver the services promptly, and then you do not have to fear or worry for anything. Since Ketu is in Dhanasthana, You people might not be able to understand what way to go, which way to be chosen. Um, uh, there will certainly be lack of direction, and hence you certainly need a guru, guide, philosopher, or simply someone who thinks good of yours and will guide you rightfully. Yeah, Ketu in Dhanasthana, that means there is no direction in wealth making scenario, and in such scenario, you better get some help from some guru, guide, philosopher, senior, astrologer, or take suggestions, go for a consultation, spend some few dollars or rupees and get a professional advice, consultation, and then and only then follow that path. Ancestral property can come in your way. Yes, you need to work towards it and might have to follow it consistently and persistently. Rahu in the 8th house, you will get it. No matter whatever the issues are, you will certainly get inheritance. Yeah, you will get benefited by the death of people for sure. Ashtamasthana is what? House of death. And Rahu is there, so you will get benefited by deaths of the people. Yeah. So it is basically inheritance, or some relative might die and he might leave some property, estate, or good amount of money for you. Yeah. So benefits from the dead. uh, Take care of your family, as some of the other wrongs can happen with family members. Monitor your eating and drinking habits. Food poisoning, gas issues can make you go mad. Yeah. Now, so because Ketu is there in the second house, so generally while eating out, be cautious, because some of the other kind of food poisoning or some of the other kind of issue can happen with you and your family people. So just take care of theirs, yeah, and indigestion or gastric troubles can definitely uh, make you uncomfortable in this phase. This is the phase where you will have to be careful about your written and spoken words. You will be abusive, can spread hatred, can badmouth anyone, do backbiting, etc. So caution is advisable. Let not your words spoil your reputation and career. Yeah. Uh, we say that Vani say Hani. Yeah, your words, your speech should not spoil your reputation, because second house Ketu, there will be some other kind of problem with the speech. You might not uh, say those words intentionally, but the people will take it by some other meaning, and because of that, those issues will happen. So speak less, so use selective words, and just be good and nice to others. Yeah, so that is there. Marriage and career, these two things are going to be the nightmare in this phase, and you certainly need help and divine intervention on these fronts. Do contact me if you are suffering in these two areas. You certainly need help. Yeah. So it is definitely a problem for you people. So just be cautious on those two fronts. Yeah. So that is it for Dhanu Rashi. Yeah. And Saturn is also going to be there in your sign from today itself. Yeah. So because of that, marriage and career will be problematic. And Ketu in the second house of family and income, even that is creating a turbulent atmosphere at domestic level as well as financial level. Yeah. So if you need some help, you can always write to me or go for a paid reading. Okay, so let me share another slide. Um, okay, now, uh, okay, we are moving on to next sign. Okay, so this is the part three. Uh, so let's understand Makar, Capricorn. Okay, Rahu in the seventh house, Ketu in Rashi or Lagna. Yeah, so for Makar people, uh, Ketu is there in your Rashi itself, in Capricorn, and Rahu is in the seventh house. So it's all about your own your own self and your spouse. Yeah, naturally it is, the axis is first house and seventh house. So me and she or me and he, and okay, yes, only the children and elderly people will be spared from this transit, and rest all will face some of the other issues with the marriage, spouse, or relationship with the opposite sex. Temporary separation from spouse cannot be ruled out due to some differences, work, or foreign travel. You will be headless in this phase. Beware and monitor your anger, aggression, rage, as you might commit some fatal mistake in relationship, as well as will spoil your reputation in society. If you have extramarital relationship, then you people are going to suffer for cent person. Do not get trapped in the extramarital or illegitimate relationship. It will become nightmare of your life, and take my word, it will haunt you for next 18 years for sure. Yeah. So no extramarital affair. Absolutely not. See, seventh house Rahu, it is going to create major turbulence in marital life. Major turbulence means major turbulence. Take care of your partner. Yeah, take care of your partner. It is very important. Those who are having natal Saturn or Shanidev in Makar, Capricorn, it is a time of boon for you. Okay, so natal Saturn in Makar, that means Saturn is in his own house. Saturn is giving a Pancha Mahapurush yoga called Shasha Yoga, and now Ketu is joining that Saturn. So you will get successful in all your ventures, initiatives, and will get the much needed fame and recognition for your hard work. That's my word to you. Check your Kundali horoscope or write to me, and I will guide you on this. Take care of your spouse's health, as she can be down with some health hazard, and the diagnosis will not be proper. Yes, take two, three doctor's opinion before blindly trusting any doctor, as this seventh house Rahu will deceive them, and due to wrong diagnosis, the health issue will further get complicated. Yeah, what Rahu does is, basically Rahu is deceiver. Yeah, so suppose your spouse, your wife is uh, coughing, the doctor will say, oh, this looks like asthma. He might give her inhaler, and your wife will be on inhaler for 2 3 months time, but that asthma is not getting controlled. You again go to some other doctor. The other doctor says, okay, let's do a echo test, and in that 2D echo test, you will find it is not asthma, it is heart failure or something related with the heart. The heart is not pumping right amount of blood into the body. That blood is getting into the lungs, and because of that, your wife is feeling restless, and you have already lost those 3 months. It is complicated, and sometimes the patient goes out of our reach or our hand. Yeah, we cannot save the patient. Yeah, so don't take it lightly. Yeah, go for 2-3 doctors' opinion. Okay, it's very important. See, it is our people. We need to take care of theirs, and we need to take double, triple opinion. We need to doubly sure that whatever diagnosis is going on, it is absolutely perfect and needed. Okay. If possible, do not travel on bike, in car, or even use a public transport together. All together. Okay. Together means that means you and your spouse should not travel together. Yeah, because naturally, if one person is having a wrong yoga due to the gochar or transit, then the spouse will suffer without their fault, yeah, unnecessarily. So it is better you people do not travel both together to any place. Okay. uh, if some person of opposite sex is forcing him her on you for a relationship, better keep distance, as you might get bad name because of that. Seventh house Rahu, it does happen. Yeah, it does happen. Some people, from somewhere out of the blue, comes in your life, likes you, and wants to be in your life. Yeah, so we have to be dead sure when you have to say no, say no. Okay, so that is it. If you are about to get married or need to be in a relationship, then you will marry or be in relationship with a person of different community, society, nationality, or ethnicity. Seventh house Rahu, Rahu is outcast. Yeah, so Rahu is transiting from the seventh house. That means the relationship, the partnership, the marriage will happen in different community, different ethnicity, yeah, different society altogether. Or there will be some other kind of abnormal, sorry, abnormality. Okay, some other kind of abnormality uh, as far as the spouse is concerned, like the husband is fat, the wife is slim, the wife is taller 1 inch than the husband is black in complexion, the wife is pretty fair. Yeah, some or the other kind of abnormal things will be there. In professional sphere, keep your head cool. Your anger and differences with colleagues can create irreversible damage and loss in job, profession, or business. If you want to do partnership in business, go ahead and do the partnership with other society, religion, or nationality person. It will certainly work for sure. And to the young and young at heart people, I know you are hungry for on relationship and love matters. You are going to cross the limits on the Lakshman Rekha, but please see to it that your health and hygiene is protected at any cost, and do not get any sexually transmitted disease in your excitement. So control your senses. We know your indriyas and become a jitendriya. Yeah, Ganesh Upasana is seventh house Rahu. People do anything. They just cross the line of control, Lakshman Rekha. They can go for paid sex. They can go for incest sex. They can do anything for sex or relationship or intimate relationship. Yeah. So please be in control. Okay. Ganesh Upasana is advisable. Write to me for availing a white metal silver color Ganesha, which can miraculously help you and your three generation. You must have this Ganapati at your home. Yeah. I generally give a Ganapati idol. Okay. It's a Ganapati statue from a specific place with a lot of energization, a lot of n number of pujas, archanas done on the idol. It is miraculous, and just keep that statue in your house. Yeah, if you want to place that Ganesha as a showpiece, do that. No need to do puja, etc. every day. Nothing. Just keep it on your desk, in your showcase, and it is a blessing for next 3 generations. Huh? Just write to me for that. Even I have one. Let me show it to you. See, this is this is a very very miraculous Ganapati from. I'll tell you about the place and everything. Yeah, it is really uh, miraculous. Yeah, and we do n number of kriyas and pujas and energization, and you just keep it in your showcase and see the result. uh, you need to definitely spend some money for that, and it will come to you by India Post wherever you are across the globe. Okay, so write to me for that, and for specific individual consultation, you can always go for a paid reading. Kumbh, Aquarius, Rahu in 6th house and Ketu in 12th house. People of Kumbh, Aquarius Rashi. So it is your time to understand what is in store for you for next 18 months with this Rahu Ketu transit of 2017 to 2019. Now understand, Rahu in 6th house, Ketu in 12th house. Yeah. Axis of Rahu Ketu is in 612. It means trouble for sure. From enemies, animosity, opposition, litigation, court cases, fights, quarrels, confrontation, justification, health hazard, emotional, mental, physical health issues, bad date, anxiety, depression, suppression, operation, and what not. Lord, it's too much. Yeah, it's too much. You do not need to get afraid. Let's do dissection of the above issues and understand what the hell is happening with you people. You need to note that Gurudev is going to be in Bhagya and Karma Sthana of yours, and Shanidev will be in Labha Sthana in this entire span of Rahu Ketu transit. So we have to see these transit in totality. Guru and Shani are very positive for you people. Then how come all the above mentioned issues will haunt you in next 18 months? Let's understand. The one thing I am telling you here for sure is that professionally you will be elevated to a good high and new responsibilities. New position will give you new enemies and opposition. With added responsibility comes extra stress and extra burden. You have to comply to all these, and then it will certainly affect on your emotional, mental, and physical health. Okay, so when the time is good, the health is not good. And when the health is good, the time is not good. Amazing play of destiny. You need to create a fine balance for sure if you want to survive for these 18 months peacefully. Depth of the matter is people are not able to understand, digest success, and due to that, in their excitement, arrogance, they break all the norms. They do not take people seriously and underestimate them, and these people can come in your life as Rahu Ketu and can teach you a lesson. Okay, in the happiness of success, people party a lot, drink a lot, eat a lot, or exaggerate a lot in all their good moments of life, and then health gets affected badly. And then some irreversible disease gets activated, and then life becomes full of issues and problems. I am cautioning you here, beware. No matter what success you got, just be good to everyone. Do not underestimate even a junior of yours or a simple person from your family and friends. Respect everyone and address their concern. Do not party too much or get into ego trip. Maintain low profile in personal as well as professional sphere. Do not get noticed in public eye for all the wrong reasons. Digesting success is an art, and I am sure you will be a big failure in this front as the traps of destiny, the Rahu Ketu, are activated to catch hold of you at some juncture in this 18 months time. Late traps are of many kind: money, honey, enemy, greed, or so many things. Just safeguard yourself and then the time will pass smoothly. I further want to tell you here to take care of your feet, eyes, kidneys, liver, etc. Yes, these body parts are exposed to the ire and fire of Rahu and Ketu. Please check if you have Surya or Chandra or your ascendant lord, Rashi lord Shani in this Karka or Makar Rashi or not. If these grahas are there, then no one can be able to save you in this 18 months for sure. Understand this seriously. This is something very serious. If you have Sun, Moon, or Saturn in 6th house or 12th house, then it is a problematic transit for you. Yeah, Sun and Moon, Rahu Ketu gives Grahan Yoga. Saturn with Rahu is the Shrapita Dosha, right? Saturn Ketu is good, but then it will be happening in the 12th house. Yeah, so it is having no importance. Rahu in Karka Cancer with these grahas is more explosive than Ketu of Makar with these grahas for sure. If such Rahu with these grahas are there in your individual Kundali horoscope, then yes, in that scenario, you will be finished, or the nature will try to finish you in these 18 months' time on all aspects of life. You certainly need divine intervention. You need help for sure. Get the expert astrologer's view to, or write to me, or directly book a reading, and I will try to help you for sure. There is no use to repent once the damage is done. Astrology or Jyotish enlightens us about the future trends and events. Now you know that the phase is not going to be that great, and in such a scenario, you must get some help. Do not hesitate to book a reading and helping yourself now. Aren't you wanted to be proactive? Don't you want to take the full advantage of this phase? Certainly, yes. So, book a reading and write to me. Ultimately, the Shastra says, Shariram Khalu Dharmaha. Your first dharma or duty is to look after and take care of yourself. And in such times, you suddenly need help. Absolutely. It is very important that you are physically, mentally, financially stable, right? Forget financially, but physically and mentally, you need to be stable. Yeah, that physical and emotional health is very, very important. If that is shaken, your entire life will get shaken. So you definitely need some help. You can definitely approach me for a reading. Okay, write to me or book a reading. And okay, now I'm accepting payments by Paytm as well. In India, you can directly pay to my mobile number by Paytm, and I can get in touch with you. Yeah, my blessings to all of you people. Okay, so now mean of Pisces, Rahu in 5th house and Ketu in 11th house. Okay, so people of Pisces or Mean Rashi, you are having 5th house Rahu and 11th house Ketu. So I can certainly tell you that this is a time for passionate love, romance, creativity, and thinking out of the box. Yeah, 5th house Rahu, my goodness, it is amazing creativity, 100% original, 200% original, out of the box ideas, concepts, amazing. Yeah. Um, all of you will break the set norms, traditions, and customs and will explore what your heart is saying. This is certainly the times which will make you rebellious, and you will go against your own family and people to pursue what you really were longing up till now. You will certainly need the much desired love and romance now, and for that, you will be rebellious, and no matter whatever it takes, you will fall in love, get the much needed person in your life. To caution you, check out your strength in this regard. Can you sustain on your own? Can you handle the pressure of friends, family, and society? As these kinds of rebellious love affairs are having no takers in society, and hence you might suffer on multiple layers. Only those people who have the guts and resources to sustain by doing rebellion with family and society can dare to follow this path, as it is a dangerous game of life, and you will be bullied, butchered, and will get bad name, will have to face mass hatred in these times. Dads and mums who are having mean or Pisces sign, you need to be doubly careful, as it is going to be double trouble for you people, as there is a chance that you will cheat on your spouse, and in the same manner your children will get into some other relationship that can haunt you for coming many years. So first check your morality and your relationship other than the spouse. You are a mature person, and if you think there is only issue, problems, and chances of destroying your own happy family, then stop these extramarital affairs. Yeah. So this is a problematic phase. Huh? Relationship. See, whatever wrong happens in this world, it happens because of man woman relationship. Yeah, extramarital affairs, cheating on spouses, children's affairs. So it's a double trouble for you people. It is time to look after your children, and I'm sure your children will fall in love with someone which is not acceptable to you as a family, and due to that relationship, your entire family can get a bad name. If you or your children are having natal Karka or Cancer Rahu in Janma Kundali or horoscope, then do not marry your children in this span, as these marriages will not work, and the child will be divorced or separated within next 18 months. Beware, you and your children's relations with opposite sex is going to be a nightmare in these times. Let's not take this lightly, as fifth house Rahu create worse kind of relationship problem, and hence be cautious on this front. If your children are of mean or Pisces, then proper counseling, sex education is very important. If the children are of marriageable age, then I will advise better marry them off in your community with proper counseling. Precaution is better than the cure. Act fast and take a decision. If the child has the natal Rahu in Cancer, then it becomes more problematic, as this Rahu will spoil the love, and such love marriage, etc., will not work. Hence, at least advise the children to wait till March 2019, or do not give them permission to go ahead for love marriage or marrying by their own choice. It's it's the time for deception, lies, and cheating in love matters. So better check the person twice before going ahead in the relationship or marriage. Present phase is very productive for those who want to be in creativity, writing, media, TV, films, etc. As the fifth house Rahu is nothing but purest form of creativity. Your ideas, concepts will be out of the box and very original, and can give you name and fame. Not only art and media, if you are into business, then I am sure that your ideas and concepts, projects can take you to a great high. Yes, fifth house Rahu is sheer creativity. Reading, writing, watching cinema, TV, videos, and films will fuel your imagination, and you will yourself try to be a writer, artist, or be connected to those in some way or the other. If you always want to be a writer, this is your time. If you always want to be an artist, this is your time. All I am saying here is that do not hesitate, follow your passion and get benefited by it. Ultimate creative phase also means childbirth. Yes. So fifth house is what? No, progeny. So those who are newly married, those who want to give birth to the child and are of Meena or Pisces Rashi, beware. Next 18 months time is not good for conceiving or delivering the child. If you give birth to a child in this phase, then it will be either a premature delivery, stillborn child, autistic, mentally retarded, or with some other mental or physical deformity. Yeah, fifth house Rahu. Whenever Rahu transits from the fifth house, these kinds of children are born. So, if you're married, I think you should plan the baby post 2019 March. Yeah, this phase is not good. Okay. Mhm. Okay, to understand the Ketu of 11th house, I can tell you that this Ketu will isolate you from your friends. You will fight with very near and dear friends and influential people of your life and will lose them one by one. So monitor your behavior. Do not take advantage of friends. Friends are needed at least, uh, friends are needed, at least a few who can be there in your thick and thin. Financially, this phase is not bad, and I'm sure you will sell off easily on that front. Okay, for personalized readings, you can always book a reading. You can use horoscope reading window on this page and directly book a reading, or you can use Paytm or check the consultation page and use the bank account details mentioned there. uh, okay, read these predictions carefully. These are based on my real life experience of past 25 years and my strong research in Vedic astrology. See, I'm not a great presenter. Yeah, I'm not a great presenter, but I know my research, I know my Shastra like anything. Yeah. So naturally, I'm not a TV star or I am just whatever Shastra is my forte. So whatever I'm feeling right, I'm telling you here, wrote down on those articles. I'm absolutely not a good presenter. Yeah. So, just forgive me for that. I have a lot of avagunas or a lot of problems in my presentation skills. Uh, but see, communication is very important, and I'm a good communicator. Whatever I have to uh, connect with you, I am able to do that connection, and that's why so many people from across the globe, uh, and they keep coming to me on repeat base. Yeah, I have clients from last 20 25 years. Yeah, I'm online from last 10 years, more than 10 years. Yeah, and before that, it was only mouth. Yeah, but I'm having clients from last 25 30 years. They keep coming to me because whatever I have to connect, communicate, I do it effectively in whatever little expertise I have as far as presentation is concerned. uh, Sorry for this uh, lack of presentation skills, but the information is very important, and I feel for you people, I care for you people. I want everybody to understand what is in store, and precaution is really better than cure. If you know that the time is not good, you can lie idle. Yeah, you will not go to wrong place, you will not be with wrong people. Yeah? So wrong place, wrong time, wrong people, you will avoid that. Even if you are successful in doing that, then I am successful. If I'm helping, say, a few 100 people by doing this, I'm satisfied. Okay, so forgive me about my presentation skills, and just take benefit of whatever the Shastra is saying about this Rahu Ketu transit. Okay, I think I should stop here. My blessings to all of you. People always can write to me on dilipar@bhaktidhara.com. And today is Shani transit. So donate to people, feed people, burn oil diyas, burn as much oil as you can for Shanidev, and Shanidev will definitely bless all of you, and let Rahu Ketu also bless all of you. My blessings as well. Namaste, Dhanyavad, thank you very much.